So this lesson is on, actually it's writing inequality problems. That needs to be changed, but writing inequality problems. So you have a warm-up. I want you to go ahead and see, you can either solve it without the calculator or with the calculator. I'm going to put it on the board without it. And if you're using that calculator, see if you can get the answer before I do. So we have variables on both sides, so we need to combine those variables up so they're on the same side. So this is a positive 3x. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. What you do to one side, you have to do the other. So on the left side, 7 minus the 3 is 4. I still have the minus 8. The 3x cancels on the right, and then you have 12. So minus 8, the opposite is to add 8 to both sides. Then I'm just left with 4x on the left, and then 12 plus 8 is 20. And we're going to divide by 4. So x is 5. All right, so today our essential question is, how do you determine real world situation should be from inequalities? Today I'm going to write an inequality from a word problem so that I can explain how to translate a word problem into an inequality. I'll know I got it if I can analyze a word problem to determine the inequality. All right, so here, just a quick review, and this is in the Unit 2 notes in Class Kick. You have different symbols for inequality. This is greater than. So this would read as x plus 4 is greater than 1. This is less than. This would read 3x is less than 9. This is greater than or equal to. And this would read 2x is greater than or equal to negative 1. This is less than or equal to, and this would read 5x plus 3 is less than or equal to 7. All right, so just to look at the steps here. So when you have an inequality word problem, you need to identify our keywords. You can read carefully and underline those keywords. You have a let statement, which is whatever you're trying to find. So let the variable x or y, whatever variable you use, and you say let x equal whatever it is. So the unknown. Determine whether you're going to use equal, greater than, less than, or, which sign would you use, and then write and solve the inequality. So we're just writing in 8th grade. We're not going to solve those. You should have solved them in 7th grade. So hopefully you still remember how to do that. So we're actually going to we're going to jump to this one because those other examples are not inequalities. So I only have 2 for this recording. So if you need more help, just reach out to me. So renting video games from Store S. All right, sorry, I had to pause the recording. So renting a games from Store S starts at $2.50 per game plus a monthly fee of $5. Renting video games from Store T costs $5 per game with no monthly fee. The monthly cost to rent video games depends on the number of video games rented. B. Which inequality represents the situation when the monthly cost at Store S is less than the monthly cost at Store T? So we already know that they're telling us to use B for the variable. So, and that is going to represent the number of games rented. So our let statement, let V equal number of video games rented. I'll just kind of put video games. I could just put games, I guess. But so let's look at Store S. So I'm going to put S here. And so for Store S, it costs $2.50 per game. So we don't know the number of games, so we have to use that variable. So $2.50 times the number of games V plus a monthly fee of $5. That's Store S. Now here's Store T. It's $5 per game with no monthly fee. So that's just 5V, $5 per game. So the question here, which inequality represents the situation when the monthly cost of Store S This is less than store T. So there's our variable, or our inequality. So let's look at it. We have 2.5v plus 5. It looks like A is the answer there. Matches up. Okay, we're going to do another one. So Veronica is ordering trophies for her school. Company P charges $3.50 for each trophy and a one-time engraving fee of $25. Company R charges $7.50 for each trophy and a one-time engraving fee of $17. Which inequality can be used to find X, the minimum number of trophies that can be ordered so that the total charges at company P is less than the company R? So our let statement, we have X is the number of trophies. So let's put number of trophies. So we have company P and company R. So the question here, I'm just going to go do this a little bit differently. So which inequality can be used to find the minimum number of trophies that can be ordered so that the total charge at P is less than? So it's going to be a less than. So let's go back to the top. Company P charges $3.50 for each trophy. We don't know the number of trophies, so that's our X. So 3.5X plus and a one-time engraving fee, so that's the plus 25. It's going to be less than company R charges $7.50 for each trophy, so 7.5x, and an engraving fee of $17. All right, so let's look at it. So 3.5x plus 25. Oh, so this is wrong because the x needs to go here, so it can't be A. All right, so B, 3.5, again, same problem. All right, the next one, here, that looks good. This looks good. 7.5, that looks good. So what's wrong with this one down here? Oh, make sure the sign is good, less than, yep. So this one, the sign is wrong. So the answer is C for that one. Okay, one other question I want you to think about, like if you're taking a science course in which there will be 5 tests, each worth 100 points, you have scores of 91, 94, 97, and 86 on the first 4 tests. You must make a total of 450, that's points, in order to get an A in the course. Set up an inequality and solve it to find the set of possible scores that you can get that will give you an A. So if you think about the 450 part, you want an A, you have to have at least a 90. So 90 times the 5 tests, that's how they came up with the 450. All right, so the first 4 test scores are listed. Then you had to figure out, well, what is my last test score? We don't know, but I want it to be greater than or equal to this number. So that's an explanation of this inequality. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so make sure you do today's lesson and reach out to me if you have any questions.